1249 minimal remove to make a valid princess. The question is giving us a string which is has a left princess and a right princess, and also the lowercase English letter as characters for the string. So it asks to remove the redundant left string or right string, and should have a minimal removal times, and return the final result. So for this question, what we think about is for a string. For example, for this string, we go through a string. We know string have the princess balanced, have the two conditions. One is the left princess, the number will be equal to the right princess numbers. And also, every time we iterate from the left to the right, the left should always be bigger to right. So in this case, where I would say I iterate from the left to right, it is have the left princess balanced. And also, so in this case, we have the way to solve the issue, that is we iterate from the left to right. If we find the actual right princess, we remove it. And after this kind of pass, we do a reverse way from right to left. Let me change our color from right to left. And from the second pass, we need to have the right princess always bigger or equal to left princess number. And for the second pass, we can remove the minimal, as long as there is the actual left princess, we just remove it. So we can remove have the minimal times to remove the left princess. In the first pass, we have the minimal times to remove actual right princess. After these two passes, we know left is bigger, greater, equal to right for the first pass, and for the second pass, that is the left smaller, equal to right. So we can conclude that left will be equal to right. In the first pass, that is the minimal steps to remove actual right. And for the actual right, and for the second pass, that is the minimal steps to remove actual left. So the two pass, we will remove actual princess characters. So let's write code. We can have two variables. Left equals to 0, right equals to 0. And we can change this string to char array. Then let's get the length of the string. As we talk about, we iterate from left to right. So if C equals the left child, we select plus. If C equals to right child, we have right plus. So if the right parenthesis is greater than left, what I will do is that let's change this character to be a special character, as we as the problem mentions that the character only have parentheses in the lowercase English characters. So we can have this I postulate it to be a pound sign. And after that, we need to have the right to -1 because we change one right have parentheses to a pound sign. So on the second loop, it is the reverse. Before we do the second pass is that we have the left get it to be 0, and the right also to be 0. We copy this kind of code, but now what we want to iterate is I equals n minus 1 I greater or equal to 0 and I minus minus. So this will be the same. The thing is that if left, because on the second pass we need to have the left parenthesis always greater or equal to right parenthesis. So if right right is smaller than left, that means we have actual left parenthesis, and we have left minus. So we have after this we have some kind of in this array. If there is actual parenthesis, it just being replaced with a pound sign. So we can use the string builder. And for say array, if say equals this pound sign, we just ignore. Otherwise, we just append. Then we just return in builder to string. Looks good. Let's submit. Yeah. So for this question, let's say we have a two-pass iteration, and of course, there is some other method just have the one pass to do this question, but it's not that to me. So that's straightforward like this way. Just we for princess that is we on the for example iteration from the left to right, we are always granted the left greater equal to right. If we have this kind of rules, follow this kind of rules, we can get the princess problems solved be easily. And the time complexity is ON. The space complexity is also ON.